once the cluster blocks and the buttonhole stitches are finished, the next thing to do is eyelets. These are indicated on the pattern by these little stars, and they go in the squares that are made by the cluster blocks and the buttonhole stitches. And notice that they only go in the squares where the stitches end. In the alternate squares that are by the sides of the stitches, they don't appear there. So keep that in mind as you're working. And these stitches use a smaller size pearl cotton. They use a size 8 pearl cotton. So I'm using a contrasting color so you can easily see that, but normally it is done in a matching color. So to begin, we're going to weave the end of our thread in the same as we did to start off the other stitches. And then we're going to come to the front, not exactly in the corner, but in one thread away from a corner. And the way these stitches work is we come from where we are into the hole that is in the very middle of this square. And you can wiggle the needle around a little bit to get a bit of space. And then we're going to go on to the next hole, and we're going to give that quite a firm tug as we go around. We're going to keep going around the square, and in this situation we are trying to make an open space in the middle of this square. So we do want to pull the stitches quite a bit in the middle. So just be careful, because we do not want to leave holes around here on the outside, but we are creating a hole in the inside of the eyelet. And that is in fact what an eyelet is. It's a hole made in fabric. Once you get back around to the corner, this is our last stitch. And you can see there is a hole in the center, and it should be pretty round. You want it to be as smooth as possible, not pulled off to one side or the other. Then we can travel with our thread. Then we can travel with our thread on the back to go down to the next space. And repeat the whole thing again. So once you finish the cluster blocks, the buttonhole stitches, the eyelets, and any other surface stitching that you're going to do, it is time to do the cutting. We are actually going to cut threads from the background fabric and take them out. And this is one of the distinctive things of Hardanger embroidery. And the first time you try it, it can be really intimidating because it's difficult to come back from. So to make sure we're cutting in the right spot, we're going to be cutting away the threads on the ends of the cluster blocks, where the ends of the stitches are. So do not cut from the side of the cluster block. So this should help. You can clearly see the holes there. On these sides, they're a bit covered up. So if you can't see it clearly, don't cut there. And as long as all your other stitches have been lined up, it's all going to work out. So use a small pair of sharp scissors, and it's helpful if they have a pointy tip on the end. And when you're ready, we're just going to take a deep breath and do it. So we're just going to cut in, and be careful not to cut the actual stitches. We're just cutting the background fabric. So we're going to cut 4 threads there, and now 4 threads across here. And if you miss part of it, you can always go back and get it. Then I'm going to come down to this set. And over to here. This one up here. So we're cutting these corners, and we're also going to cut the ends. So once they're cut, we're going to pull out the threads that have been cut. So as the threads are coming out, you're starting to see the open spaces forming. And if you have a hard time grasping them, the threads, you can always use tweezers to help pull them. So here we have all the threads cut out. We can see the holes through the fabric, and we see these groups of 4 threads. So the next step is going to be to finish these off. We don't leave these like this, and that's going to be needle weaving, and you can see that in the next video. For more tutorials, projects, and patterns, check out epidastudio.com.